My name is Cris Pinedo, and this is my research design proposal for our client, Heli. So early on in the semester, the CMO for Heli discussed with us a range of issues that he'd like to solve. One of them is the planning behaviors, like what are the pain points from initial ideation through actual trip execution. He wanted to understand the decision-making factors, what are all the decisions involved in booking a trip, as well as he kind of wanted to identify potential opportunities to expand and improve their services for future capitalization. Essentially, what I did is that I synthesized the client brief to create the management decision problem, the MDP, as what improvements should be made to create the ultimate trip planning experience for Heli. And then with that, my market research problem, the MRP, and how I'll be able to solve that decision problem is by identifying key pain points from adventure travel planning from initial ideation through execution and discovering opportunities that elevate the customer experience. So just to dive into the luxury adventure travel industry, there's the top 3 age groups of consumers, which are 45 to 54, 55 to 64, and then also 35 to 44. It's really important to note that those within their 50s to 60s opt for soft adventure sports, which is a different side of the industry that Heli doesn't necessarily serve. They're more so of hard adventure sports. So sports and activities, experiences that require some type of high degree of physical capacity and skill. Notably, millennial and Gen Z demand is expected to increase by 18.5%, taking 6 trips or more annually, and they're all searching for experience-rich journeys. This presents opportunity for penetration and focus of this market since their demand is relatively high, and then also it is planned to expand and increase in the next few years. Some industry considerations are that 1, safety is a considerable concern for those who participate in the adventure travel industry. Who knows what might happen with these extreme sports? 2nd, luxury experiences are not cheap. They come with high price tags. 3rd, adventure seekers search for personal enrichment and meaningful growth in their journeys. My research also went into some theoretical frameworks. Adventure tourism. It's what causes feelings of unity, timelessness, and profound meaning. And it also stimulates the feeling of transcendent experiences and happiness. How this is important is that the transcendent experience within adventure tourism incorporates 3 additional theories of transformative tourism, flow theory, and sense making. Now, transformative tourism is the goal. It sets the intention and context through immersive journeys that Heli can provide. Guests seek more than relaxation. They want growth that's meaningful, and they want life-changing experiences that lead to personal breakthroughs. Flow theory is the mechanism. It provides the vehicle for transformation. Immersive, high-skill, high-challenge activities trigger immersive flow states of deep joy, focus, and total presence. Flow acts as a catalyst. When guests are absorbed in the moment, they inherently create space for identity shifts through connection to the profoundness of nature. And then lastly, there's sense making, the aftermath. It offers the integration phase. Reflection and interpretation turn emotional highs that come with these experiences into lasting personal change and a new sense of reality. It reconstructs identity through new meaning, from I didn't think I could do this to now I'm capable of more. My 3 research questions are 1, which specific points in the customer journey cause the most stress or confusion? My 2nd question will be, what attributes do customers find most important with luxury adventure experiences? And then 3rd, how do customers perceive emotional and psychological benefits from their luxury adventure experience? Now, within the planning journey, there's obviously safety concerns as well as price that are huge considerations within the entire process. But my hypothesis is rooted in self fulfilling and transformative experiences. The hypothesis is that customers who anticipate a personally transformative outcome are less likely to consider pricing and safety concerns as major barriers, meaning that self fulfilling and transformative experiences take precedence over all else. As long as they're going to get that, then they don't care about the price, and safety concerns wouldn't necessarily be as much of an issue, or at least top of mind. My methodology for the research project consists of a mixed approach with two qualitative methods of content analysis and focus groups, as well as one quantitative method of surveys. Now, for the content analysis, what I will be doing is analyzing the Instagram platforms of Heli and then a competitor, 11 Experiences. I've chosen 11 Experiences because 11 is rooted in the whole storytelling aspect of adventure. It focuses on how these experiences will transform you, how they will change you, what does it mean for you as far as like your personal journey. Whereas Heli, they both offer these high thrill heli skiing, hard adventure experiences, but Heli really just positions on the product. And essentially what I'll be doing is looking at 100 posts in total, so 50 posts per page, and coding them on format, tone, visual style, and theme, seeing how they position differently and if that's significant. Based on these insights, I will take that over to the focus group for additional exploratory information, which will consist of two focus groups of 4 to 6 participants each for a total of 8 to 12 participants. And my one thing is that participants must be consumers of hard and or soft adventure travel sports. This will be conducted via Zoom and will be recruited through a personal network. Here, I will seek to identify consumer pain points within the industry, the most important characteristics associated with the industry, as well as how these experiences affect their psychological and emotional state. I anticipate this focus group to take about a week. And then lastly, I have the survey design. The survey design will use insights found from focus groups to test for quantitative analysis through SPSS. Testing responses in accordance with audience demographics will hope to reveal significant attributes pertaining to motivations, challenges, and preferences that will inform sound recommendations. My sample size will target 100 respondents, and they will be vetted to be required to be consumers of adventure travel, hard or soft. I hope to recruit these participants through not only personal networks, but also through some communities on Reddit and Facebook. So how does it all fit? These methods will inform each other and unlock the ability to learn about critical attributes related to the target consumer, serving as an extension to the pre-existing secondary research. Significant findings will then be used to reinforce or reject the hypothesis that the transformative experience overrides apprehensive thoughts on safety and pricing. My research design is rooted in immersive storytelling. Narrative theory posits how immersive experiences like Heli's offerings are impactful and memorable. It's the stories that are evocative and emotionally powerful that override reason, driving customers to think past adventure planning issues like safety and pricing concerns. And just a little about me is that I am a master's candidate for the USC Annenberg Communications Management program, and I have over 5 years of experience in brand marketing. My bachelor's is in business marketing, and I am trained in SPSS and Qualtrics, which are going to be imperative in doing quantitative analysis of the survey and the content analysis. And lastly, I'm also an adventure lover. I'm excited to get started on this project, and here are my references.